What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Review by Helmet 49ers podcast. I am your host, JT. My co-host is my dad.
Oh, man, I'm so ready. Season's about to begin. Let's do it.
Yep. First, start with like.
And subscribe.
Cue the intro music. So, big news has been happening all over the place since we've uploaded.
Yep. Yeah, man, so much has been happening. Season's right around the corner. Today is Friday night, and we just finished watching the Packers versus Eagles game in Brazil. Unfortunately, the Eagles won, but I wanted them to both lose, actually, but that's not possible.
Yeah.
But now, let's get back to the Niners stuff, man, because they're playing Monday night, but a lot of stuff has happened. Big stuff. I mean, we're talking about probably nationwide kind of news, what happened with one of our young receivers.
Ricky Pearsall, he unfortunately got shot. It happened like a week ago, so.
Yeah, that was a Saturday. Yeah, almost a week ago. It was a Saturday in San Francisco, Union Square downtown. Some 17-year-old kid had a gun and was trying to rob Ricky Pearsall of his watch, his Rolex watch, which cost, who knows, $15,000 or whatever it may be. It's a very expensive watch. Rolex is pretty expensive, for sure. And I guess Ricky Pearsall wasn't having any of that and started wrestling the guy for the gun. And the gun went off I think 5 times, I think I read. And one of them went through Pearsall's right upper chest. And the other one, another bullet shot the robber in the arm. They both went to San Francisco General Hospital. And surprisingly, luckily, Ricky Pearsall was pretty fine, I guess, for being shot with a gun, right?
Yeah.
So,
really close to dying, though, apparently. Really close.
So, supposedly it went in and it went straight out his back. And it missed every important thing in a person's body, his lungs, his organs, ligaments, tendons, muscles, whatever it was, it went right through. I mean, it is so lucky for Ricky. Very happy that he was okay. But that's a wild, crazy thing. And his Niner teammates really, came out and, on social media and whatever, and was calling him to, showing him the love and for his teammate. And I think that was really important because it caused some other things to happen, right, JT?
Yeah, including Trent Williams, signing an extension.
Exactly.
Or raise.
Well, that was an extension, a restructure for sure. He got more money up front because he had no more guarantees left on his contract, and that's what he wanted. But it didn't just come out of nowhere, right? I mean, we had
to restructure a bunch of contracts. Malik Collins, that freed up $5 million in cap space. And then we also restructured Debo's contract, and that freed up a lot of money, $16.4 million in cap space.
Wow.
So now the Niners have an insane amount of cap space.
Yeah.
And mostly to get Trent Williams back.
Yeah, so they guaranteed more money up front for Debo and made his base salary pretty low, very low. But of course they gave all the money up front. So he's going to have, I think, a low base salary for this year and next year. So that brings up a question. I've been thinking, especially after we drafted Ricky Pearsall, that one of the receivers, will be gone by next season.
Yeah.
But now that they restructured, whenever you restructure, you're stuck with them a little bit longer. because you gave so much money up front. So I don't know. And we just signed Ayuk, right? Right now, it seems like we're keeping both receivers for the next at least 2 years. I think
You
this year
first
and
picked
next.
them,
Huh?
and then we picked him, and then he got shot, man.
Yeah. Why use a first round pick if you're not gonna be a starter soon? That's a whole nother podcast and another podcast we've already went through when he was drafted.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Trent Williams. Okay, so yeah, restructure Debo and Malik Collins to make some room for Trent Williams to sign his big deal. He got tons of money up front, made him very happy, right? And Trent Williams even said, right, why did you choose to sign the contract now?
Because of Ricky Pearsall and motivated him to sign.
Yeah, I guess, you think how fragile life can be, and any one of us cannot be here tomorrow, and he wanted to be there for his teammate. So all that kind of stuff kind of motivated Trent Williams to sign, right? So after all this stuff that's happened, JT, with the holdouts and hold-ins and injuries and whatnots, Ricky Pearsall being shot might actually be something of a positive.
That sounds so bad.
I know. I mean,
if
that's.
someone were just to clip that, Ricky Pearsall getting shot's a positive.
It's a positive. It actually, with all the stuff that's been happening in the off season, it kind of broke this team up a little bit, into different.
Our team's getting broken up every single offseason.
No, I mean, but emotionally kind of broken up, and then I think everybody came back together and saw how important this team is, each other are, and just life in general, and I feel like it's galvanized this team instead from this pretty bad offseason we had. I think this is something that's gonna connect everybody back together. This could be something that they're fighting for. I don't know. It could become a positive. What happened to Ricky Pearsall, which of course it was terrible, but somehow something from this is actually going to come of good, possibly. It's interesting. So, all right, what else we're going to talk about, JT? Okay. A few more things.
I'm
right?
excited for this one. I'm really curious. Team captains.
Okay, yeah.
Predict and reveal.
Predict and reveal. Okay. I mean, I did my list. You did your list. Let's go through them pretty quickly because I think most of them are pretty easy. Shanahan was the one that I read is the one that decides how many captains they'll be having. And this off season, he decided to have 8, from what I read. I have not seen it. I've been not one to read up on the news, and you haven't either, just so we can kind of do a reveal. All right, so I'll go over mine because I think we have the same people. It's pretty straightforward. All right, I got Kittle. You got Kittle too?
Yep.
Purdy.
Yep.
CMC.
Yep.
Debo.
Yep.
Trent Williams.
Yep.
Nick Bosa.
Yep.
Fred Warner.
Wait, yeah, and then the next one.
That's it, exactly. This is the 8th and final captain I could not decide on. I actually did a slash. I had 2 slashes. I have 3 names, 2 slashes. So I'll try and name one. I'm going to go Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I didn't choose him.
Okay.
Because he's hurt, but I chose Talanoa Hufanga.
Both are on the last year of their contract, so they might not be here next year. So it's and you mentioned Charvarius Ward before. I overheard you talking about him. He's also on this last year too. So a lot of people in the last year. So you think, okay, captains only go, to people that are going to be here. But there's a lot that's not going to. Yeah, honorary captain because got shot. There's another dark horse. Somebody I was thinking maybe. I read up Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh wait, that's kind of true.
That's not bad, right?
Yeah.
He's been around for a while. Okay. You want to reveal? You got it online yet or what?
Yep, I got it.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what we got. I mean, it's pretty much gimmies, but I could be shocked. Let's see what we got.
So we have George Kittle, Fred Warner, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Brock Purdy, Nick Bosa, and Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh, it is Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah.
Wow. I was not leaning towards Juszczyk because it's almost all offense. There's only 2 defensive captains, Bosa and Warner. Everybody else is offense. So 6-2 for the offensive side. But and that's pretty cool. First time captain. And he took that pay cut. Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's nice. That's cool. First time. A fullback captain. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. I'll go for that. All right. So that's cool. All right. Those are the team captains. What else we got up?
I want to talk about Josh Dobbs.
Of course, you always want to talk about Josh Dobbs, dude.
He's QB3 officially.
What? I'm shocked. No, actually, I'm not too shocked at all. Shanahan is the way he is, and he likes what he knows, and he knows Brandon Allen more. And right now, he just knows the system a bit more, even though Dobbs might have maybe some more upside with some athleticism, stretching out plays, whatnot, running. But he rather get what he knows, and that's pretty much how Shanahan is.
Dobbs, he played so much better than Brandon Allen in the preseason.
Yeah, for what we can tell, yes, you're right. But maybe he held onto the ball too long, or should have thrown it when instead of running, and who knows? Don't know, but it could just be a matter of time before Dobbs comes in, though. If Allen stinks it up, Dobbs can come in, shine, and we'll just go with Dobbs after that. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we'll have to go with Allen, and he has to prove that he's not worthy enough. Then Shanahan will make a possible change at that time. All right. What else?
So, we'll talk about some injury updates.
No, not injuries. We haven't played a game. All right. What do we got? I heard about CMC. That was kind of a shocker.
So, the players that did not practice, Yucha Gross-Matos and D. Winters. Okay. Gross-Matos kind of expected because he didn't practice yesterday either.
Well, he was week to week, so we're not expecting him to play. I wasn't expecting him to play, so it's cool. Not a shock. D. Winters was kind of a new injury that I haven't really heard about before, but it's an ankle injury from what I can read. Well, we have a glut of linebackers, so that's not the worst thing. Just get healthy and get back on the field when you can. Who else was limited in participating in the practice?
Aaron Banks, Isaac Guerrero, Talanoa Hufanga, Juwan Jennings, and then Christian McCaffrey with a calf and Achilles injury.
So, yeah, the new injury for CMC is the Achilles, which is kind of worrisome because he's barely been in training camp. He wasn't training camp, but, was limited. They're trying to save him, and then he played no preseason games. They were trying to really rest him, and yet he comes out with a worse injury than he had. He had a calf strain. Now it's an Achilles, and I hope it's not as bad as I'm worried that it is. That it could be, we ran him to the ground last year.
Yeah.
He ran himself to the ground last year, so
hope we play all 17 games.
I hope we can maybe save him with give Mason, 6 to 8 carries a game, stuff like that. The interesting about that list is, okay, Aaron Banks probably going to play. CMC going to play. Juwan Jennings probably going to play. Isaac Guerrero, and who was the other one?
Hufanga.
Okay, Hufanga's not going to play. They already pretty much ruled him out.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, he hasn't practiced enough. I don't think he's going to play.
What if he gets full participation tomorrow?
That'd be interesting. I was just people were just totally leaning towards him not playing. It sounded like that, he wasn't going to play this first game. But Isaac Guerrero, now that's an interesting one. Is he going to play? Is he not? We don't know, and he could be the main kickoff returner too. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, Saturday. See if there's some sort of update on injuries.
Yeah, so for the full participation in practice, there's Tim Bethune, Spencer Burford, and Mitch Wisnowski.
Okay, sure. That's good.
Yeah. At least Mitch Wisnowski's playing.
Yeah, Wisnowski's playing. That's good. And the backup linebacker and a backup guard. I don't know if even Bethune's going to be active. Because we have so many linebackers, DFF and Curtis Robinson. As backups. We'll see. Maybe. But anyways, okay, that's cool. So, what else you got to talk about, JT? What we got?
So, I'm going to talk about the Jets' offensive threats.
Ooh, okay.
So, obviously, Aaron Rodgers, and then Garrett Wilson, and Pearsall. Those are like the main three.
True that.
Maybe Mike Williams, but might have him play.
Yeah, it seems like he probably will play. But
but he can get injured, though, still.
Yeah, he is kind of injury prone kind of guy.
On MetLife turf.
Oh, yeah, MetLife, that's right. Aaron Rodgers, how's he going to do? There hasn't been much video of him at practice. I heard from a Jets person on a podcast saying that he's looked good from what he's seen. I haven't seen anything of Aaron Rodgers, but he's yet another year or two older since the last time he played. I don't count that first game. He didn't play much at all, so it's almost been 2 years since he hasn't played, really. So he's that much older, that much slower, and who knows? Well, it'll be a big surprise. We'll see. He's still accurate from what I've seen in some videos, but how mobile is he? Can he take the rush if we can rush him? Like we usually do for Aaron Rodgers. Now that he's even older, we'll see. Garrett Wilson was doing great, right? He did well last year, even with terrible quarterbacking. And Pearsall is supposed to be the next CMC or something. I don't know. It's a lot of hype on this guy.
Especially in fantasy. He's not going to do anything.
He's supposed to be a good, receiving threat and everything. We'll see about that, huh? We'll see.
Yeah. So, the Jets and defensive threats, well, I guess we could say threats, but all pros, Quincy Williams, and Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, that's some good players for sure. Up front, Kinlaw's there too, right? He's their starting defensive tackle.
Paid him way too much money.
I think he's going to go up against maybe Pooney. So we'll see who's better, our rookie or Kinlaw. Straight up, right down the middle. Who else is there? Sauce Gardner. Yeah, they got some good cornerbacks too. So their secondary is pretty tough. Cornerbacks are pretty tough.
DJ Reed,
yeah, great player too, ex-Niner. But their safety play might be their weakness. So
who even are their safeties?
I don't even know.
But they have a good linebacker core. Quincy Williams and C.J. Mosley.
Yeah, they're pretty stacked. So, they have Jermaine Johnson, one of their defensive ends.
Pro Bowler, but shouldn't be.
And then Will McDonald, right? From Iowa State, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You loved him, man.
I did love him, but he hasn't done a whole lot from what I've heard. So we'll see how things go. How much should Trent Williams and IU play in this one? How about that?
Trent Williams is going to start.
Without practicing, without any of that, should they hold him out a little bit, give him more rest? Because they're not in football shape.
Do you trust Dylan more for one play?
No, I don't actually.
Trent Williams more.
Just run to the right. Hand off. halfback sweep, halfback sweep right when Jalen Moore's in. Get the ball way away from him. I'll go with Pooney and McKivitz instead. It's just the possibility of injury. They haven't gotten their bodies accustomed to football yet, and to just go at full speed from 0 to 100, that could be a recipe for injuries. So I wonder if they should kind of hold him out a little bit. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe Trent Williams is tough. You can't really rotate offensive linemen too much, but wide receiver, maybe you'll see maybe some more Juwan Jennings, maybe, in the Ayuk role.
Maybe Cowling.
Sure, man. Cowling looks spectacular so far. So hopefully he can do something big.
Also, it's a Robert Saleh revenge game. Have you played against Robert Saleh?
No, we haven't. This is the first time. Yeah. I wouldn't say revenge. That means he's mad at us. No, he left on good terms.
Yeah.
Very good terms. But you might want to prove, right? To say, hey.
He's in the hot seat.
Yeah, he's not doing too well. I mean, a bad draft for Zach Wilson. That pulled them behind. And then Aaron Rodgers loses. They lose Aaron Rodgers in the first game of the first play? He was done. He was done quick. The years and seasons were totally screwed up because the quarterback play or quarterback injury, stuff that he could not control. So I don't know. I don't know if he's totally on the hot seat, but it's not looking so good with his record for sure. So yeah. That'd be cool. I think he'll get a good ovation from the crowd, Robert Saleh.
Yeah. And then let's do some stats and predictions.
Oh my God, I haven't thought about that. Okay, sure.
Let's go right now, but Brock Purdy over under 250 passing yards.
I'll go under.
I'm gonna go over 275.
I'll go 238. 238 passing. Ayuk a little rusty. Purdy first game, and we're going against a good secondary. So I'm going to lean towards that a bit. I hope Purdy proves me wrong.
2 passing touchdowns for Purdy, and then 2 rushing touchdowns for CMC.
Whoa. Okay. I'm going...
No picks.
I'll go 2 touchdowns for Purdy, 2. CMC, 1 rushing touchdown. Jordan Mason, 1 rushing touchdown. I'm going to give it to him, man. Debo will get 1, and I think Ayuk will catch a touchdown. Flukishly, it will happen.
And then Bosa with the sack.
I'm wanting some sacks, man. I just want Aaron Rodgers to be on his back like half the time. So I'm hoping
I want him to be on his back in the cart.
I'm hoping a couple sacks for Nick Bosa. I want Leonard Floyd to come out. I want him to be the other bookend that we've been looking for so long since D Ford, to get a good rush or just clean up at least what Nick Bosa can cause, and finish it up and clean up and get some sacks too. So I'm hoping for 4 sacks on Rodgers, if not 5. A combination of people, but maybe 2 for Nick Bosa. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's been a long time since we've seen a football game, Niner game. But is there anything else? Predictions? You want to do prediction for the game, the score?
Yeah, we also one more thing. I think the Niners will shut down Aaron Rodgers. He's not going to throw any picks, but his completion percentage is not going to be good.
All right, like 50% or something, 60, 65%, 60%. Okay, something like that.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Okay. So, I go 24-13.
31-21. Wait, what was your 34-13?
24-13.
I think you said 34-13.
Let's hope. It's a good, solid win for the Niners. No injuries.
Except for the Jets.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't matter. No serious injuries for anybody. And we get out, with the win. But the thing is, it's not an NFC team. It's not a division, not a conference. This is one game. This is a game that matters probably the least when it comes to our record. But a win is a win, and a win in the first game of the season is always a good start, of course. And I'm hoping for a good start.
And Monday Night Football, so gotta win now.
That's right. Speaking of the game, right? The cool thing about this, Ricky Pearsall, have you heard when he'll be back?
Like week 5, maybe?
That's against Arizona at Levi's. Wonder who's going to be going to that game.
Yeah.
Guy with 2 thumbs. That's me. And you.
Yeah. Every person in the world. Well, not every person, but yeah.
We'll be going to the game. So hopefully we'll be there for Ricky Pearsall's first game. And he's going to get a good ovation because he survived a bullet wound. Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. What a story. Okay. All right. Great, JT. Good talking.
Well, and that wraps it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.